help you to what? Help you to get rid of all this. We only drink water, like 3-day fasting. Some people do 3-day, 6-day, or 1 week. Some people do 49 days of fasting. Only drink water to help you to get rid of all the poisonous, toxic mineral inside of your body. Get out. So number 6 is avoid of eating more than 1 meal a day. And number 7, avoid of sitting on high expensive bed. Sit with pride or animals' skin. Number 7 is very help you to get rid of your ego. Generally, we all think we have to sleep on beautiful bed, high bed, comfortable bed, right? But we have to get rid of that. So today, you cannot sit. You only sit on floor, right? You cannot sit high like the king chair or the situation or the bed. We have no sleep today, so. And number 8 is aware of wearing jewelry, perfume, makeup. So any jewelry, you have to take it out. Any perfume, don't put on it. Any makeup, don't make up. It's to help you to see what? To see your true face, the true nature. For all this time, we cannot see our true face. Now with our makeup, we can see exactly who we are, right? So that is the way of wearing jewelry, is to make up all the stuff. It's to help you to get rid of all this. When you born out of this world, do you wear any makeup and jewelry? No. When you die, are you going to wear jewelry and makeup? Yes. A lot of people when they die, they allow makeup and jewelry, right? So we go back to our original born. When we born, we don't wear anything, we don't make up, right? So meditation is to go back to your original when you are born. So the first question is, where we come from when you are here, right? That is the Buddha, when he enlightenment, he able to answer the question. So that is the 8th precept. And then I will answer the couple of questions here. 10 have new out. So how is the Zen meditation technique different from other meditation techniques, such as Vipassana or guided meditation? So in general, we are practice Zen meditation, right? You can use any method you like, but our main practice is use Zen meditation, because the Buddha, when he become a Buddha, he have give out 84,000 methods. So depend on your disease, right? Depend on your sickness. If this medicine is good for you, you should take it. If the medicine is not good for you, even though everybody take it, but you don't, it's not good for you, you should not take it. So the Buddha see sentiment as patient. His method is like medicine. If this method is like good, it's powerful, but if you use it, it's not good for you, then you should not use it. So meditation method is like medicine, right? So Zen tradition is all the techniques are the same, but when you go deeper, it's different. So the first is we use the breath. So every meditation method they use, the first beginner is the breath, right? Our breathing. Why do we use our breathing to meditate? Anybody know?
Concentration.
Yeah, because our breath is close to us. It's life. Breath gives us life. If we stop breathing, then what? We are gone, right? You can stop eating for 2 or 3 days, or 4 days or 5 days. You can stop drinking a couple of hours, but you stop breathing in 5 minutes, and what? You're gone. So breath breathing is very important. So we use the breath method to help us to go concentration. So Vipassana or every other method, they use the same thing. Follow the breath, counting the breath. That's the basic of all meditation they use. And the second in Zen tradition we use is any thought arise in your mind, do not hang on it. So first we use the body, the breath, and now we use the mind. So the mind is like a vehicle, right? So we have 2 types of mind. We have thinking mind, and we have the second one, what? The true mind. So the thinking mind we use as a vehicle, the ferry, but we use the thinking mind to go back to the unthinking mind, right? And generally we see meditation, we always thinking, right? We see thought, right? We depend on the thought to go back thoughtless, right? So when you see your thought, then you are not thinking. If you're not seeing your thought, then you are thinking. In general, people say, oh, I see my thought, why I'm still thinking? But actually you are seeing your thought. You see the tail of the thought, not the head of the thought. If you truly see the thought, truly see the thought, there's no thought. Because in your mind, there's no true thought. You have to go deep meditation to see that, right? So we use any thought arise in our mind, try to let it go. So why do we have to let go of this thought? Because thought is cover our true nature. It's cover our true awakened nature. That's why we have to depend on the thought to go back to the awakened nature. So that's why the question I asked you earlier, where thought comes from. So you have to use this question and go back to your mind, and you are able to see there's no thought. There's thought, there's no thought, right? So you can use this method to apply to your practice today, or you can use Vipassana. Vipassana, they use 4 things. They contemplate on the body, the feeling, the phenomena, and the mind, right? They use 4 things, but actually Zen tradition, we just use what? 2 things, right? They use body, just like when they're walking, they observe, they are walking. They move, they are moving. But Zen tradition, when you move, you walk, you just move and walk, your awareness, you just let it be. Walking is walking. You cannot say, oh, I'm walking, and focus. If you focus, you will get headed. You will get more stress. So when you walk in, just free walking. Walk like you're walking. Stand like you're standing, but always awareness. Always observe things around, but do not attachment, right? So this one is take about 2 hours to explain the 2 different methods. We don't want to go further. So that is the technique we use today is just use our breath and use our mind. That's the 2 things. And the third question is, are we supposed to give the mind empty? What does it mean to be empty the mind? So, what is our mind is not always empty, right? For most of us, our mind is not always empty. But don't get upset. Because go back to the topic I talked to you. Even you have thought, you always have stillness. You always have empty. So thought come and go. Don't worry about it. So thought come and go, don't worry about it. It will come and it will go. So you don't have to give anything. You don't want to reject anything. You don't want to accept anything. Let it be. Just like you sit in here and you see the car pass by. Let it be. Let it come and go. And you have to recognize who's seen the car, not seen the car. The person who sees the cars, the vehicle, right? So, empty mind here means you awareness your thought, you know your thought, and you recognize your thought. So when you recognize your thought, there's no thought. Then there's empty, right? Just like space, the world we have, where all this, what we do all this trust, when we use all the trust, what we do with all this trust? Anyone know? People are using trust, more trust coming. We use a lot of garbage. Or we go to bring this garbage to the moon, to the sun, to the where? No, we recycle. So I thought it's the same thing. When do you do when you get rid of your thought, where do you throw your thought? You cannot throw anywhere. It's part of you. You just recycle your thought, transform your thought. Just like we transform all the garbage we use in this world. You see that? You say, some people say, oh, I meditation, there's a lot of thought. What can I do? Don't worry about it. What can you do? It's like you say, oh, I use a lot of trust in my house. What do I do with my trust? And the world uses a lot of trust. What they can do? Anybody know what they do with the trash? Yeah, they recycle, they reuse, or they dig a big hole and dump on the bottom of the earth, right? So our thought we just recycle. We transform the thought to wisdom. So one of the Zen masters say that when you are enlightenment, you recognize your true nature, all the thought will help you to grow more wisdom. It's like enlightenment like fire, right? And the thought is like trash, leaf fall from the tree. The leaf, the trash will make your fire what? Burn stronger, right? So thought can help you to grow more wisdom if you know how to use it. If you don't know how to use your thought, then you are a slave to your thought. If you know how to control your thought, then your thought will be your slave, your what we call the person who do the help the king, like the knife or the bodyguard. It's like when you're a president, you have bodyguard, the army, right? So thought is like your army. The Zen master say, when you enlightenment, you recognize your true nature, all the thought you can transform to wisdom, make you more stronger. So don't worry about thought, right? Thought is part of you, right? Don't try to throw away. Where can you throw? Oh, I have that thought, now I give to Sylvia, she can have it. Or to Michelle. And she say, no, I don't want your thought. Yeah, I have a lot of my thought already. So all the thought we can transform like trash. So this is the answer to number 5 question. So when you become a lot of thought, you always try to be in the moment, in the here and the now. Even though you are in the here and now, there's a lot of thought. So that's when you see a lot of thought, that's good. Don't feel sad about it. That's good. It's like you live in a house, a thief coming, and you see a lot of thieves coming, and you see them. That's okay. They are afraid of you. But if you are asleep, then what? The thief will come and steal your stuff. The main thing, you see your thief and recognize the thief, and if the thief will go, run away. Just like there's the thief come to your house, you turn on the light, the thief what? Run away, right? But if you don't turn the light, you sleep, then what? They will come and steal your house. You see that? So meditation is the same thing. The main thing is not afraid of thought. The main thing is to see a thought come and goes, and the thought will become less and less every day. And the number 6 question is, during our walk meditation, what do we focus on? So there's 2 types of focus on. So when you walk in meditation, so for beginner, we just walk right, left, just observe right and left, or you can count 1, 2, 1, 2, right? Just go by step. The other one is you can walk in, just awareness you're walking, your body movement, your feet movement. Everything is moving. Just observe things around you. So any thought arises in your mind when you walk in, do not try to hang on it. Right? So first is breathing in, you step 1. Breathing out, you step 2. If you walk in too fast, then you do counting. If you walk slow, you can follow the breath. Just in, out, in, out. And the third method is that when we walk in, awareness you're walking. Observe your walking. And we have to ask this question, who's walking? Who carries his cup around? Who carries his body around? Anybody know? Generally we have this body, right? But who's manipulating this body? Who's talking? Who's eating? Right? That's a Zen Kongwan, Zen question that we need to answer. And the other thing is, how do we eat mindfully? Just like when we eat, we have to observe 5 things. Before we eat, the Tang will read about it. Just like the 5 contemplation. The first one is to realize where this food comes from, right? Relate to innumerable effort. Number 2 is do we have enough courage and virtue to eat this food? And number 3 is to guard our mind when we eat it, because when you eat it, there's greed, hatred, and delusion arise. If you see, you taste the food is good, your mind is what? Wanting more. If you don't like the food, then what? Your mind says it's tasty, nasty, right? Well, so when you eat it, you can practice meditation, arise anything in your mind. And number 4, realize this food only to nourish and prevent illness. I mean, this food is the main thing to nourish our body, to get our body healthy and put into practice. And number 5 is to accept this food because we try to get enlightenment, right? We try to get the path of love and kindness. So Tang will read the 5 contemplation when we eat it. So when we eating, just mindful when we eating, drinking, and all those stuff. And his last question, how meditation help us in our life? So how meditation help your life? Anyone know? In generally, meditation help many things, right? Help you reduce stress, anxiety, help you to become a better person, better worker, better husband, better wife, better children. It's much better. But the main thing is that more compassion, more love and kindness, right? The more you practice meditation, you have less anger, less frustration, you have more patience, you are a lovely person. Before you meditation, you are not lovely person, right? But after meditation, your body, your mind is more calmer, then you'll be more love. A lot of people around you, they love you more. If you meditation a lot and a lot of people around you don't like you, mean you meditation in the wrong way. Right? Must be something wrong from your meditation. So meditation helps you generate this positive energy, positive love, compassion. So that's why the Dalai Lama, when he meditation more, a lot of people around him, they love him because he generates this positive energy. People can feel his energy. So we are the same thing. Sometimes we don't need to talk. We just practice meditation and we help our family generate more energy, help the kid, help the husband or the wife to change their behavior, because we change our behavior. That's why people around him will change. So meditation can help you many ways, right? Make you get more younger, right? Everybody gets afraid of a window. Everybody afraid of getting old. You should meditate, right? Meditation helps you get younger, because meditation is like recharge your energy, regenerate your energy. Right? So that's why monks you see, even though in the 50s, the 70s, 80s, they look like they're young, right? Because they have this positive energy. So when you have positive energy, less anger, less anxiety, less sad, upset, then your body and your mind will be more refreshed. So that is the question we need. We ask the question. Do you have any question, comment? I go over time. Right? Anything about Tang? Anything more? Anything more?
Oh, one other thing is that part of the precept is no communication with each other also means no touching.
Yeah, no touching. Why is husband separate? Today is like indivisible. So try to be able to be yourself and to be retreated. Okay, now we have 10-minute rest, and after that we do meditation. So during meditation, we will get in line and face to the wall. Why do we face the wall? Because when we face this way, there's a lot of distraction. Like if you sit behind somebody, sit in front of you, and they're sleeping and they're bowing, and you feel funny, and you get laugh, and then your mind is not stillness. So everybody will face the wall, and I will walk around and to use the awakening state. If you sleep, you will see a walk. Don't get mad, okay? You can walk. Just be patient because I'm sleeping. Because all this life, just like you live 60 years, how many years you spend sleeping? Almost 30 years, right? So today, you meditation, you should not sleep. Right? Don't let the monkey. In Zen tradition, we say, when you are asleep, you enter the gate of hungry ghosts. Right? Because when you enter the gate of hungry ghosts, the ghost and the darkness forever. Right? That's why we all have to always awaken. So I will use the stick and walk around. And then we will strike the 3 big bells. Today we will strike the 3 big bells before we meditation. So everybody can listen and to able to see. So when you strike the great bells, not only human realm can hear, but up to the heaven, they can hear that we all have retreat today. And bottom to hell, they heard this retreat today. So in hell, they start punish when people are practicing with mindfulness. In hell, they will start that moment of punishing. So today you are lucky that you are practicing. So hell being, they start punish. They go back to your mind. So when we strike the bell from heaven being, they start in heaven being right now. They are enjoying life. They play. Now when they heard the bell, they say, "What? It's impermanent is coming. We need to practice." Right.
And it reminds them that they need to go on.
Yeah. Okay. Anybody have any other question? Yes, go ahead.
How do we pass each other in the stairways?
How do we
walk past each other in the stairways?
just pass the walk? When you greet somebody, just put our arm together and smile.
Actually, in this practice, we're trying to be within ourselves. So, like I said in the beginning, there's no greed. Today's polite not to greet.
Or you can smile.
So when you walk, just look 3-4 feet in front of you and walk. That way you don't have to have eye contact, and you have to feel obligated to greet or to smile.
Just observe your mind as walking. They know you're retreat today.
So we all in a retreat, we understand.
Yeah.
So we always go. Yeah.
But don't get too grumpy. They thought you was that person something wrong.
Yeah.
Just always keep smiling in your face, but always look about 4 or 3 feet away.
Still do this, or
No,
You don't have to do that.
no, not today.
Just smiling, keep your smiling.
You don't
Always
even have to smile.
have smiling.
Because then you're attached to something, right? We're trying to detach from our world, but we're observing our environment. Pure observation, pure experience is what we're trying to practice without reaction. The reaction to something is an attachment. So we're working not to have attachment, working to unwind our habit of reacting. Let's say you know, it's natural for us to greet because that's our habit, right? That's what we generally do when we see a person. We greet automatically, and oftentimes we do it without mindfulness at all. It's just a reaction. You see somebody, hi, right? Or you, in a temple here, we see somebody, awesome, we just do this. And we don't even have awareness of it. Even doing this, that where fingers are touching, the pinky finger touch, the middle finger touch, all that. We don't have any awareness of that. It just becomes automatic. Right? So what we want this day is about awareness. Cultivating your awareness every moment to moment. Not the next moment, not what you just did, not the last inhale, not the next exhale, but right here and now. What is going on right here and now with you? Body, mind, thoughts, feelings, everything. Okay? So, treat each other just like an object. It's like an object. How would, similar to like if you were walking and there's a flower. You know, you see the beauty of flower, you might like it, and then you react to it. Like maybe you want to pick that flower. That's a reaction. And often we're not aware of that. So we're practicing to be more aware of that. So treat everything as an object of meditation, to help us cultivate our awareness.
So one of the Zen master say, when you see just like blind, when you hear just like deaf. You see that? Seeing just like blind and hearing just like deaf. And just practice today. Any further question? We have a 10-minute break, right? And after that we come back and do meditation. Okay, thank you all.